This is our final podcast. What we're trying to do is make sure that you as student teams have at least a little bit of feedback on the kinds of things you could do in preparation for actually doing the competition. And I'm really delighted to have Andrew, who really is the Halligan Bar expert, and Ben here to talk about it. And I'm going to ask Andrew to start off talking about things you might be able to do as a student team to prepare so that you're better and more capable. And he's got a few things he wants to show. And then I'm going to ask Ben, as somebody who's been a judge on Forged in Fire, what kinds of things could a team do to stand out in front of the judges, and what kinds of things as a judge he would look for in terms of your interaction. So Andrew, take it away. What would you suggest to the teams that they could do to try and get ready for this competition?
The couple things that I would do, if you do have access to a local fire department that does have a forcible entry door prop, I would recommend going. I know a lot of the teams have talked to their local fire departments, but specifically, if you wanted to have them show you how to open an outward swinging door with the ads, would probably be a very good thing. There's some good resources and some not so good resources on YouTube showing those techniques, but I would heavily suspect that you might do that. In addition to that, maybe familiarize yourself with using that tool for swinging. Say how you might break. I've seen some of the student videos, they're swinging at pallets and cinder blocks and the like. That might be something that you end up doing. And I don't think we have anything else the students might necessarily need to prepare for, right?
I think that's right. I mean, if they clearly, a Halligan bar is supposed to open a door, so it'd be useful to figure out how to open a door. And if the
Yeah.
local fire department has a door you can open and practice on, I think it would be really well worth your while to go and do that. And certainly that would be fun to do. So that sounds great. Okay. Ben, just you've been a judge for a long time. You've seen lots of teams and you've competed. What kinds of things would you recommend to the teams that they could do that you think would help them, help you as a judge, help them as a team stand out, communicate what they've done, how they've done it, how that's valuable? What would you suggest to the teams?
From the second you get to the competition, I think that certainly during testing, don't hold back. I mean, these things, you don't get any points for timid tapping. You get a lot of props for hard swings, and I think that at the end of the day, this competition has one of its main thrusts is for the students to learn. And if you don't try and really use your Halligan bar, I think that you're not going to learn very much. I think that the more you try and use it to the way it's designed, the more you'll learn about casting, about material science, about metallurgy. So I think that it's an important thing to really go at it hard. Also, I don't know if it's necessarily going to give you points with the judging, but be a big version of yourself. Come on out there and have fun, because you're going to meet a lot of people, other teams. You're going to meet mentors. You're going to meet people that are interested in hiring. You're going to meet all these people. So if you can be a large version of yourself and be excited and have fun, I think the rest of it is gravy.
Yeah, I think that's really terrific advice. We will likely have well over 300 people. We'll have the Milwaukee Fire Department there. You'll have all the other teams where you can talk to them, especially if you're younger and planning to be on a team next year. It'd be really useful to talk to the other teams about some of their successes and some of their failures. If you're close to graduation, of course, if you think you want to go and become a scientist or do more technical work, there's lots of professors there that would love to have you as a graduate student. But we've also invited, especially for the Tuesday, companies to come and give a short brief of what they do and then talk to students who may be interested in joining the company. So there'll be some great opportunities there if you're interested in talking to companies about places you could go and things you could do. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be an absolute blast. We've got lots of stuff going on. And Andrew, I certainly appreciate all the work you're putting in to help us know how the Halligan bar works and how to test it. So looking forward to meeting you in person and setting up. So thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me this morning.
Yep.
We'll go ahead. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out that that this is a collaboration disguised as a competition. This is a bunch of teams getting together, trying to figure out how to do this thing. Yeah, there's a competition. There's going to be a winner. There's going to be some fun awards. But in reality, this is a bunch of teams from a bunch of universities descending on the same problem. And that the more you interact with each other as collaborators, the more you'll get out of this. The more you act as competitors, I think the less you'll get out of this. So I think that's an interesting mindset to have, is to come into this excited to meet the other teams, excited to hang out with the other teams and see how they solve problems.
I think that's right. Any last thoughts, Andrew? Anything you'd like to add? This is your first competition. You've never been to one.
I have not. Probably be my last unless you do axes or something next year, Rex tool. But I would definitely say, because I spend a lot of time going to traveling for industry events and conferences, that the networking makes the world go round. So if you, meet the other teams, collaborate with them, discuss the designs, talk shop, you'll only grow from it. So looking forward to seeing everybody and trying something new here. So normally I'm just in my little niche world.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Steel Founder Society, what we think our main mission in life is to do two things. One is to help people solve problems, and we do that by making friends. So if there's two things I could tell you to do, I would share my problems with other people and figure out what problems they had so that I learned something. And then I'd make as many friends as I could, because friends are really not only give you great satisfaction, they're really the way you can get things done and really enjoy life. So appreciate your time, Andrew. Ben, thanks for joining me this morning.
Hit, stop.